Hello.
Hello.
How are you today? You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Shift you over so I can see my Zen. How are you today, Bekki?
I'm good. First words to come out of my mouth so far today, basically. 8:30 is not normally a time that I would have makeup on. Do you see our snow? Can you see our window?
A quick hi, Bekki.
Winter has finally hit us here. We thought we were going to get off without having any winter this year, and it's hit us now.
Oh, has it? Snow, deep snow?
It's not deep here, but we're over where Kathleen Redu is on Vancouver Island. They really got hit. It stayed a little bit south of us. Well, actually, quite a bit got it, but for whatever reason, just this little pocket where we are, we didn't get too much, thankfully. But it's cold. It's been real cold. Yeah, it was getting down to like -10 and then like -15 with the wind.
Wow.
Yeah.
-15. Hi, Sanjeev.
Good morning.
We have special guest.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Kate Sansum, our Sapphire 50 is our special guest today, and she is an amazing ambassador for the Zen products. And so I thought it would be fantastic to have her on here to take us through. She's got a really great following, and so I thought it would be nice for her to share with everybody.
Well, thank you very much, Bekki.
I have text messages coming through. It goes through. I don't know how to turn off.
Bing, bing.
I don't know how to do it on my computer. I probably should look at that sometime in between doing Zoom calls, but I never do. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to go right ahead and get started. It is 8:32. Kate and I have actually, oh, now my dog's going to play with the toy. Kate and I have a few different calls that we're going to get on here today. One of the things that I love about Jeunesse is that everybody from fellow, even people that aren't on our team, we're also eager to help each other. So I love that we can have, like after this, Kate and I actually have the creator of NV coming on to do something with one of our teams as well to give some tips on that. We might be able to actually share that with the rest of you later on as well. And the doctors are always so eager to help, and yeah, it's fantastic company to be working with. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. I know that we'll probably have some more people coming on. So welcome everybody. And if you are brand new, this is your first time coming on one of the weekly calls that we specifically target on these calls what's going on in the India market. And again, that's why I've got my great friend Kate Sansum is going to be on here today to let us know about the Zen line, because Zen has only been out there. Sanjeev, could you come on for a moment and just tell us which products from the Zen line? One of the frustrating things is with the India market, I can't even get on there really to see. We can't see what's available in your market because it doesn't show up.
All of the information, actually, Bekki.
Oh, you did? Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Yes. So Kate Sansum and I have known each other for 4 years now?
Yes, 4.5 years, yes.
Yeah, can you believe it, that it's been that long? The years go by very quickly. Very important to take care of yourselves. And she is an amazing ambassador for our Zen body, but it's not just the Zen body that Kate specializes in. She has been a trainer in the exercise and martial arts field for almost 30 years.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, they go by very quickly. And when the Zen body line was launched with us, it was just a very natural fit for her and for her husband Lee and many of the people that they know. So I've invited her on here today to talk about Zen body because I think it's something that the Indian market hasn't really embraced yet. And most of the time with embracing a new product, it's just having the knowledge around it and how you can actually market it, how you can use it for yourself, how you can tell other people about it. So Kate like I said, she's Sapphire 50, has an amazing follower. You can look her up, maybe give yourself a little plug of this after. She's got something called Kate's Club, where you can, she does workouts and different challenges and teaches you some of the food that goes along with living a balanced life as well. So again, I thought she would be fantastic to come on and just share with you guys about living the lifestyle of Zen.
Wow, well, thank you, Bekki. What a wonderful introduction. So I'm so excited to be able to share the information that I've got this evening with all of our Jeunesse family in India, where, I mean, the growth has been phenomenal. But to have the Zen body products now coming online at the moment, you have the Zen Complete, but I know that the rest of the Zen body line is going to be available later on in the year. And to give you an idea of how revolutionary this is within the fitness industry, these particular products, myself and my husband, Lee, have been martial arts and fitness school owners for 30 years. And during that time, we have been asked a lot of time. I mean, at one point we had over 600 students across the UK, and that is a large circle of influence. And we were quite often being asked to promote other nutritional products and different things that could help with weight loss. And I would never do so, because I knew in my heart of hearts that they did not work and they would not have a true fit with my customers. And I've looked after thousands of men and women over the last 29 years, and I care for every single one of them. And I need them to get the results that I promise they're going to get. So if I pledge to somebody that they are going to be happier and healthier in 2019, I know I need to deliver that. And no amount of profit in a product would align with me if I didn't think that the product worked. So I was very excited in 2016 to help launch Zen Project 8 as part of the youth enhancement system into Europe. And so we had numerous people across Europe and within our team that took part in an 8-week trial, which actually landed up being 6 weeks, but that was the way of it. But we went on trial for that time, and I took part in it as well. And so we all went on the journey with Mark McDonald. And for those of you that don't know Mark, he is the co-creator of the Zen Project 8 movement, and he is a global health and wellness specialist. He's a CNN News health advisor. He's a renowned best-selling author and an international health expert. I mean, he's incredible. So we were mentored by him as we went through our challenge, but only in the same way that he does online for the whole Zen community. And I personally was astounded by the results. It was people weren't encouraged to be looking at the weight loss. What I'd encourage people to look at with this program is the loss of fat, and I apologize for those of you that haven't been part of any of my fitness programs or anything else in the past. I speak very frankly about what people need within the health and wellness industry. And at the end of the day, it is the fat loss that people want. When they look in the mirror, it is those wobbly bits that they want to be gone. And unfortunately, in other diets or eating or other systems, well, other diets basically, you lose body muscle and you lose water, which gives you an illusion on the scales that you are going to be looking and feeling better. And in fact, you are not at all. So with the results within our group, there was 16 of us that went through the project together, and everybody lost incredible amount of inches, but the average loss was 12 pounds during that time. And for myself personally, I was 12 pounds and over the 6 weeks, but then unfortunately had to go on stage with the massive screens behind showing a before and after photo, which was part of my personal journey. But I could then embrace this, bring it back to my customers, to all of my Jeunesse customers, knowing with hand on heart that this system works. So how does it work? Well, for the Zen community and for the Zen Project 8 plan, there is a plan, there is products, and there is a community. So I'll briefly touch on each of those. So the plan is that there is a very simple eating plan, which Mark has devised over all his years as an international athlete, as well as a fitness model at one point. He's had a wealth of experience in the difference between looking healthy and feeling healthy. And so he's come up with this system of eating, which is PFC every 3, which I'm sure some of you will have heard along the lines. The basic concept is that you have proteins, fats, and carbohydrates on your plate in a certain measure. Then going on to the products, there is going to be the full range of products available in India later in the year. But for now, you have the Zen Complete, which is a fantastic supplement, and it is one that contains your proteins and your multivitamins, and there's minerals within there as well. And these have been created to fill the nutritional gaps for busy people who can't necessarily eat this 4 or 5 times a day. So, and then finally, there is the community, which is an online global community, as well as other aspects of support. So you, as a distributor or as a leader, do not have to be an expert in nutrition to be able to advise people on buying the Zen products. You have a full system in place there to support you, where other people will answer the questions for you. And so that's the basis behind it. So when I have, I teach online and offline, probably 200 people a week. And one measurement that I have them all do is to put a piece of string around their waist to their belly button and cut it. And then they track as their piece of string shrinks. This is, for me, this is a simple measure, uncomplicated, but it gets the message across to people that they are losing inches. Now, we want to maintain our muscles because they are the furnace for burning up the calories. So if you lose your muscle, then you're basically messing up your metabolism. You need your metabolism. Your body needs energy to blink, to breathe, for your heart to beat. And if you starve it by cutting out carbohydrates, cutting out proteins, cutting out the essential things it needs, it will just take the energy from your muscle. So you don't want that. And equally, if you then are on an empty stomach and you are feeling what I call hangry, a mixture of hungry, and then that makes me really grumpy and angry. If you then eat at that point, your blood sugar levels spike and your body will then store anything that you put into it. Once it's taken enough to keep you blinking and breathing, it will then store the rest as body fat. So the system of eating proteins, fats, and carbohydrates every 3 to 4 hours is about your blood sugar levels and maintaining them and stabilizing them, because then your system will react the way it did when you were a teenager or when you were growing up, before we infiltrated it with fizzy drinks and extra sugar and extra salt. It was quite capable of telling you, you're full now. Now I need to eat, and this is what I need you to eat. But we've contaminated our system and it's got confused. So now our brain doesn't say to our stomach, you're full, stop eating. And we need certain things to help. The products here really are the cutting edge science behind this. And so the nutritional gap that is filled will fill you up for longer so that you keep your blood sugar levels nice and even. And that will then allow your body, like it did when you were a teenager, to release the body fat. And that is the way that the actual system of it works. So if you were contemplating this system and you're going to buy your products and you're going to buy the Zen Complete, what you would then do is become part of the community. This is a Facebook community that Mark McDonald personally spearheads, but then there's a lot of people that, like myself, who have been doing this a long time, who are there as part of it. So what you need to be looking up is on Facebook, you are looking for the Zen Project 8 Global Facebook page. There are some others, as with all of that, because Janess is so successful, people do try and steal off in different groups. So please be sure to make sure you look for the Zen Project 8 Global Facebook group. Within there, you will see a system of, there'll be lists of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, which you then eat in a certain combination. This being, I'm going to do this for females and it's double for males. A fist of carbohydrate. And I have some ladies who say to me, I've got a really small fist. And so my answer to them is, well, that's probably because you have a very small body. And originally our stomach was the same size as our fist. But then we've overeaten, and now we've messed with the system. So it should be fist of carbohydrates, a palm of protein. So this is this palm by this deep, not this deep. So yeah, this much of protein and this much of fats. So to give you an idea of, so you have lists of these within the Zen Project 8 Facebook page as a guideline for you to have every 3 to 4 hours. Proteins that you might not necessarily think of, but I know you do within your diet. I loved, by the way, the food that we had in Bangalore and in Delhi and in Mumbai, where we've been privileged enough to be over and visit your amazing country twice. And blown away by the food. Absolutely love it. Within your restaurants there and things like that, I would be looking at the dal for protein. There is actually 25 grams of protein within 100 grams of dal. And you've also got lentils, which are a high source of proteins, and the beans and the pulses. So not just meat to think about there within the proteins. Then the fats, you have yogurts and cheeses and milks and ghee as well, which I know is cooked with a lot within your different systems of cooking. And the ghee is a really good source of fat as well. And then the butter as well, used for the flavouring within there, is all fabulous for the fats. And the carbohydrates, colourful carbohydrates, as you have so many of within your cuisine, not just the salads, it's not just the fruits, but it's think of the colourful ones, as opposed to, it's not just the rice, it's not just the potatoes. So thinking of the colourful ones there, the cabbages and things like that as well. So you have the carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats. And if you are having 3 meals a day, as you would normally, what you would be looking at doing is having your Zen Complete as 2 other meals, so that you can eat an hour within waking up, 3 hours later, look at having your Zen Complete, which you take 1 scoop, you put it in a shaker, just like Bekki has her shaker on her desk right now. I forgot, mine's in the cupboard. A shaker, have that. Then your lunch, then another shake, then your evening meal. And then you are guaranteed to have balanced blood sugars. Your body will be able to gently release the body fat, making you nice and lean. And you will then be a walking example, and people will notice straight away within, on average, when people join me within this system, and if they're just taking, we have the fuse here, which is slightly different to the one that you have. But if people are just taking the fuse with me, the different eating system that they go through, so they go through a detox and ignite and a thrive way of eating as you go through a detox session, but that'll come on later as you get more of the products. But on average, around the first 3 weeks, they'll be looking at 7-8 pounds of body fat that's being lost, as opposed to the water and the muscle that I spoke about earlier. And people see it in your face straight away. You're feeling healthier, you'll sleep better, you'll be more relaxed, your mood will be better, the whole thing. So people will not be able to notice and say to you, wow, you're looking great, what are you doing? Perfect opportunity to introduce them to the Zen Complete and the Zen Project 8 and the community within there. So from the business point of view, I've had phenomenal success with the business, and also my distributors who don't have my background in the fitness industry, they have as well. Within your prices, I can see there that it's 3,080 rupees is the retail price, and 2,465 is your wholesale price. So your profit margin is about 20%. 615 rupees. And so it's really good for yourselves, because it's an entry point that everybody can manage, and people will start to see results from their first tub. They will start to feel the results from the first tub that they start on. But then obviously people make it a part of their life, a part of their, especially with life busy, you can't be doing this on a plate every 4 hours. It becomes part of your system and part of your daily schedule. So that's why it is such a successful product for me and for the distributors around me, because it's so easy to introduce people to. 80% of people are either on a diet, thinking about going on a diet, or have just dropped off a diet. So the reality is, it is a massive marketplace out there for you. And if you need any extra advice, I am always, you can see, look me up on Facebook. You can message me. I'm within your Zoom WhatsApp group as well. And also I have, as Bekki mentioned, an online fitness group which I've started, so that I can help people who can't come to me face to face. I'd had so many requests for people wanting to do my kind of low impact workout that everybody can do every day, that I opened it up online 12 months ago, and now it's been phenomenal. A really good way of helping people from in their homes who can't get to a gym to be able to work out with me online. And obviously that is available to you and your team friends as well. So let me know if you want more information on that. So Bekki, have I covered most things?
Yeah, wow, that was great. You never can hear this information too many times. And we just so honor you for your expertise in this area. Another thing that I absolutely love about Jeunesse is that we have so many different areas of wellness, and we have so many people that are experts on these different areas. And I know you don't just use the Zen line, you use a lot of the different products within the Zen line, but this is the one that you definitely, it's your hot button, and we totally honor you for that. Now, if anybody has any questions, we are getting down to the wire here, but if you have questions, like Kate mentioned, she is part of that Zoom WhatsApp group. You are welcome to put that there. I will normally take this recording as well and put it into the J Factor group. So you're welcome to ask questions of Kate on there. Just tag her so that she knows that you're asking. And the other thing that I love, I mean, we focus so much on weight loss and how we look, and especially when we're in our like 20s, 30s, into the 40s. I mean, even at our age, we're in our 50s now. But the other such important part of all of this is what you're doing internally. When you are, I'm just going to mute that. There we go. When you are looking good on the outside, you got to know that what's going on the inside is doing well as well. Well, most of the time. I mean, you can starve yourself and go on these really ridiculous things, and it's probably not doing the best for you. But this is an all-around balanced system that's going to help with inflammation, high blood sugars. I mean, I know that diabetes is rampant in many of the countries, including India. And when you're balancing your blood sugars in this way, it's really going to help you to balance that whole. We have, and I'm not making any claims or promises, but I know many people that have brought their diabetes blood sugar down to normal levels. And it's just going to be an all-around wellness package in with a lot of the other products that we have as well. Do you agree, Kate?
Yes, I do. I've had phenomenal results with people who have been told that they have to lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure, sort out their blood sugars for, like you say, the diabetes. And so this system can work with gentle exercise. Really gentle exercise, and this nutritional support helps the whole thing. That's like you say, it's a balanced, holistic approach to weight management, isn't it?
Yeah. And wouldn't you rather? I mean, I value doctors for when they're needed, but they're not health experts. They are sickness experts. And so when you go to a doctor with something like high blood pressure, high blood sugar, you're type 2 diabetic, they're going to give you a medication because that's what they're trained to do. That's what their job is. You're going to them, they're going to give you something to help to lower that, but they don't look at what is the root cause. Many of them don't. Some you will find some good ones that are trained holistically as well. But wouldn't you rather just get your own body working the way that it's supposed to, other than putting some artificial stimulant into it to try to, it just makes so much sense as you look into it. So thanks again, Kate, so much. The other thing that I want to talk about, and I don't know all of the details on this. Hey, hon. Dan's just making a cup of coffee here. I'm just on live right now.
Okay, sorry.
Is that the requirements for Sapphire and below now, your points will not flush if you have a month that you're not able to put an order in. I don't recommend running your business that way because you're not going to make any money. You're not going to get paid. Your points won't flush, but you will not get paid your team commissions during that time period. So this is a distribution. You are a distributor, and in order to make income, products need to be running through your business. So it's going to be, yes, you will get a month that you won't have to, but you should have customers. And if you have customers, that's going to be fulfilling that. So I would say, I would highly recommend keeping your auto ship, keeping orders going through every month. But if something comes up and you can't, know that your points won't flush, but you're not going to make any money. And ultimately, we want you guys to make money. I think if you're on this call and you're watching this, you're in the business, and the business is about distributing products and earning income. All right. Now, that being said, in April, we're really looking forward to attending the 4 major universities that are going on the 6th, and all of these run from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So on the 6th, we have Delhi, on the 7th in Bangalore, the 9th in Mumbai, and the 11th in Kolkata. And so again, we're up on to our half hour here. If there are any announcements that I've missed, Sanjeev, as we are posting these on the WhatsApp and we're posting them over on the J Factor group, please come on there, ask your questions. We'll do our best to get answered. But again, Kate, thank you so much. You guys take this information. When you're a distributor with Jeunesse, it's up to you to get the information, not too much of it, to know where to go to find it and to go out and tell people about it. And it's as simple as letting them see the information that Kate just shared with us. So find people that are looking for better health, better nutrition, better overall, inside, outside healthcare, and we've got what they need. So from Canada, from the UK, from India. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Kate.